Hello, and welcome to Legally Noirette or Legally Raven Haired. I don't know what to call it, but this is like legally blonde, except for I'm not blonde. And then they said that brunette meant either brown hair or black hair, but I wanted something that just meant black hair. So I went to where everybody knows everything on Reddit, and they said legally raven hair or legally noirette. Am I pronouncing it right? I don't even know. My name is Stephanie Wilmot, and I am self studying law through the Vermont Law Office Study Program. And I am using the curriculum provided by Studicata. Is that how you say it? I was looking all over the line, all over the internet to try to figure out how you say it. So I'm going to do one take videos on the information that they haven't provided videos for to explain what it's talking about. So today, the lesson on Studicata is all about, let me share my screen so that you can take a look at it. So today what we're going to be talking about is service of process and notice. So what is service? Service is a civil action, meaning not criminal, and it is commenced by filing a complaint with the court. But what is a complaint? Now, my husband says I'm always complaining. Is that the type of complaining that they're talking about? Is he going to take me to court? Well, let's take a look. What is the legal definition of complaint? A complaint in legal terminology is any formal legal document that sets forth the facts and legal processes, I'm sorry, one take, so I'm not starting over. Complaint in legal terminology. A complaint is a formal legal document that sets out the facts and legal reasons that the filing party or parties, the plaintiffs, believe that there is sufficient that are sufficient to support a claim against the party or parties against whom the claim is brought. So this is why I'm upset. I am upset. I am the plaintiff. So I am going to file that complaint in the court for you, the defendant, because I'm going to set forth legal reasons why you did something to me that I didn't like or that was illegal. After the plaintiff files a complaint, a summons must be served on the defendant with a copy of the complaint. So now that I filed this complaint, how are you going to know that I'm upset? So it's kind of like when you're just upset about something, you just give people the silent treatment. But how they really know that you're angry? Well, when we go to the legal proceeding, what actually happens is when you're angry, what you do, or when you have legal reason to be a plaintiff in a case, you have to give the persons the summons to let them know that you have an issue, that you filed the complaint in the court. So, what's a summons? Let's find that out. What is a summons? A summons is an order to appear before a judge or a magistrate or the writ containing it, right? So you serve someone with a summons. So you often see this like in movies or on TV that someone is trying to give a summons to another person, and that person is running and hiding and ducking and dodging because they don't want to be in receipt of this complaint, right? So, a summons must be served on the defendant with a copy of the complaint, right? And the plaintiff is responsible for having the summons and complaint served within 90 days after the complaint is filed with the court. So, you have 90 days. That's about 3 months. 90 days you have. So this is a limited finite time. You can't say the dog ate my complaint, right? Or if it's like my family gatherings where if you want people to be there by 6 o'clock, you better tell them that the party starts at 4, maybe even 3:30, depending on what it is. You cannot be late. You have 90 days. Any person who is at least 18 years old and not a party to the action may serve a summons and complaint. So what does this mean? This means that I cannot have my 16-year-old niece serve the complaint. This means that if my sister and I are the plaintiffs and we're in a car accident, and so she's a party to the case, I cannot ask her to serve that summons. It has to be somebody who is over 18 and who is not related. Okay, so an individual within a judicial district in the United States may be served by the following. You can deliver a copy of the summons and complaint to the individual personally. So, gotcha. You're getting that. Leaving a copy at each of the individual's dwelling or usual place of abode with someone of suitable age and discretion who resides there. What does that mean? What does that mean? It says you need a copy at each place. So say that my complaint needs to be served to someone who spends 50% of their time at their boyfriend's house. right? They have their toothbrush there, right? In this case, I would need to leave a copy at each of the individual's dwelling or usual place of abode with someone of suitable age and discretion who resides there, right? That person has to reside there. So if I go there and the man is out front cutting the lawn, can I leave the summons with him? No, he does not reside there. He would not qualify, right? Because he does not reside in that dwelling. Okay. If I go there and it is someone who is under the age of 18, right? Now, I wonder with this as suitable age, what if my grandfather lives there and he is known to have dementia or Alzheimer's, and they see him walking aimlessly around the yard asking, is it 1943? Would this be a suitable person? I personally don't think so. But once again, this is my first video and I just started studying the law. So that's something that I don't know, something that I'll have to research. Delivering a copy of each to an agent authorized by appointment or by law to receive a service of process. So I'm going to assume, okay, once again, this is legally raven haired, that this would likely mean my attorney. Okay, but once again, this is my first video. So that's another question that I have. Unless prohibited by the foreign country's law. So now I'm thinking, well, do some foreign countries have a law that would not allow you to summon someone? An individual in a foreign country may be served by delivering a copy of the summons and complaint to the individual personally. Gotcha. You tried to cross the border, but we found you anyway. Okay, you can using any form of mail that the clerk addresses and sends to the individual and that requires a signed receipt. Okay, so this would mean that you need to make sure that it's going to be some type of certified mail or something like that, right? You cannot email it to someone, you cannot fax it to someone from what I'm reading here. But maybe you can, because like I said, this is my first video. Other means not prohibited by international agreement as the court orders. Big question mark there. Big question mark. Other means not prohibited. Not prohibited. Isn't that like a double negative? Doesn't a double negative make it positive? I don't know. For another day. This isn't an English lesson. It's all about the law. A corporation, partnership, or association may be served by delivering a copy of the summons and complaint to an officer, a managing or general agent, or any other agent authorized by appointment or by law to receive service of process. So when you come to a company, you can't just give the summons to anyone. This person they have to be an officer, managing or general agent, or they have to be authorized by appointment of law to receive the service process. So say I go to the company and it is April 28th, 2022, which in the United States this year is going to be bring your child to work day. This little cutie, hard at work, pencil, calculator, phone. Somebody this age probably doesn't even know what that phone is about, and all those files. I get there. I am over 18 and I'm not a party to the case and I have a summons, but would this be correct? What are we studying here? Would this be correct service of process and notice if I give it to this little cute person with the tie? I'm going to think not. Okay, we know that many offices have these little guys. So this guy is entitled Working Dog. Look at those glasses. Cute dog is working on a silver laptop with a cup of coffee. Dog breed, Continental Toy Spaniel. How do you say that? I don't know. What difference does it make? Yes, this is a cute dog. This is a working dog. This is not a dog that can accept a summons. So it's very important that we understand in civil law and civil procedure, service of process and notice. So we need to deliver a copy of our complaint, right? The legal reason that we are taking this person to court as a plaintiff to our defendant. We have to leave the copy at the individual's dwelling or usual place of abode with someone of suitable age and discretion. So if my nosy neighbor is over peeking in my windows, can they take my summons and then they're going to put it on nextdoor.com? I mean, I don't know. What type of discretion are we talking about here? And delivering a copy to an agent. I'm assuming that is an attorney. So this is what it goes. Civil, the service of process and notice, civil procedure, Studicata. Here's your video.